Certainly, anytime you're in a school district and you're dealing with teenagers or minors, and you're dealing with privacy issues, and you're dealing with all of these negative stories that are in the media about all the bad situations that happen with technology or online, that was going to be the initial challenge. What problems were being involved in social media going to cause for the district? What legal issues? All of those things. So those are the initial challenges. Fortunately for us, we're a career technical school district, so we're used to kind of blazing a trail with everything. People kind of forget about career technical schools anyway, so that can be an advantage at times because you're not under the public eye as much, you're not being scrutinized as much, and you're kind of expected to be progressive about things and be the first to try them. So I knew that we had a progressive superintendent, somebody who was open-minded, and as a campus, as a school district as a whole, we embrace technology. The big buzzword in education is 21st century learning. Well, I think we truly embrace that here. All of our students have laptops. It's a completely wireless campus. They're integrating these social media tools in the classroom in the learning experience, like blogs and stuff. So for us, overcoming those obstacles was probably a lot easier than what a K-12 would have to overcome. But certainly we always have to deal with those legal issues, policy issues, making your Board of Education comfortable. And then of course you have to know your community. I mean, if you're in a really conservative community, things are going to be a little bit more difficult. People are going to be a bit more leery because they're hearing those stories in the media about all the bad that can happen with social media. Well, I think, I was new, so I definitely had a honeymoon period where, I was able to kind of build our marketing and communications program from scratch. And so I think that they were open-minded to some of the new things I wanted to try. Certainly when you tell people in a school district, hey, we can save money by doing this, they're going to listen. So certainly you want to take that angle at first, because you can save money by utilizing these tools. And then really, we didn't create a new policy. We had an existing district use of technology agreement that covered all of our staff and students that they signed off on. And it covered any activity online. So we already had a policy in place. It wasn't like we had to create a new social media policy. Really the initial thing that we did was I went to the superintendent, made her comfortable with it, and then I think another thing you have to do to get it instituted in your district is make your administrative team comfortable with it. So I did trainings with our administrators. I made them get on Facebook and create a profile. I made our superintendent start blogging. I did in-services with our teaching staff, and so you kind of build this grassroots effort internally first to advocate for it, and then I think people feel more comfortable with it and they're willing to move forward with it for external marketing and PR. I think the response now is like, this was great foresight, and we're glad that we have been we blazed this trail with social media. I think we were one of really the first school districts in Ohio that really fully implemented it in all avenues of our marketing and communications, in our website, and even in our print communications and our marketing materials. We put it out there that we're on social media. So I think the response has been good. We're getting ready to do more training for our staff, to get our staff involved. We obviously have our students involved with the High Point Journeys campaign, where they're blogging and using flip cams, and we're using Facebook more frequently. So the response is good. Originally, there are always naysayers. Certainly you have people that are kind of stuck in the past who think like, oh, this is just a trend or a fad, it's going to go away, it's too dangerous for us to do. But for the most part, this school district is very progressive, and I'm fortunate enough to be in a district that allows you to kind of explore these things, and I think it's paid off.